The latest talks on reducing emissions have already begun. Climate envoys from 70 countries are gathered in Paris ahead of the main COP21 climate talks, which begin at the end of this month. The mini-summit has heard dire warnings of catastrophic consequences if temperature rises are not limited to 2 degrees. And starkly, even with this increase, some experts forecast around 280 million people will still find their homes underwater in the coming decades. And all the figures point to the world's poor suffering the most. A World Bank study says more than 100 million additional people will live in poverty by 2030 if action is not taken to stem climate change. The Washington-based body stressed the poor are more vulnerable because they lose more in relative terms and lack the financial and social safety nets that would allow them cope better. It estimates food prices will be hit dramatically, due largely to crop losses, which could reach 5% by 2030 and 30% by 2080. The risk of disease could soar, violent conflicts over scarce resources proliferate, which in turn may spur greater migration. And the World Bank highlights that it is the poor that are already suffering the most from the current effects of climate change due to lower rainfall, extreme weather systems and the poor's dependence on the land.